One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Sound check. Does this sound any good? I hope so. Okay, the live is running. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I hope everybody's fine, feeling good. It's weekend, so it's a good time to relax and have a good time. So I hope everybody's ready to have a little bit of adventure. I mean, it's not a big deal of an adventure, but it's going to be an interesting flight. You guys know I wanted to continue to explore Japan, and we flew on the Embraer a long time ago here, and the 747 from Frankfurt. Actually, that was one of the biggest long hauls I ever did. Actually, it was the biggest, like literally. And so I know I made the vote about the stream, but guys, don't worry, because for those who voted for the C208, the Caravan, we're going to be flying the Caravan tomorrow, so no worries with that. Everybody's going to be happy. I just decided that, well, January was about to be, or it was the month about the jet airplanes, so this weekend would be the last weekend of January, so it would be the last jet live stream. So I think we had to keep the word and keep flying with the jet airplanes. So yeah, that's exactly why I decided to still do this live stream. Also, guys, if you are on the Discord, you probably noticed I got myself the 777 from Flight Factor. It's still a beta. It still has some stuff to do, but it's a pretty decent airplane. But the thing is, I haven't yet figured it out completely. I mean, it's not that it's difficult. I don't know what's going on with my frame rate right now. It's not that it's like difficult or something, but I still want to learn it a little bit more, so the live stream will be a little bit more enjoyable for you guys. And you know, Japan has a lot of scenery and has a lot of interesting places, so I think the 321 fits perfectly for today's mission. And Syncrash Flyer, hey man, welcome to the live stream. Daifuko, welcome as well to the live stream. I hope you guys are well. Can you hear me fine? Is the sound good? Because for some reason it feels to me like the volume is slightly low, but I might be wrong. Tell me please if this is kind of weird or something is not right. Anyways, so we are here in Tokyo. We are doing a real life flight. We're going to be flying to a place called Masuda. At least that's how the city is called. If you go to Flight Radar, the airport has 3 names. It's called Masuda Hagi Iwami International Airport, I think. So it is located on the western coast of Japan, and it has a 2,000-meter runway, which is roughly 6,000-ish feet. So for a normal airplane, that is pretty much fine, but for a loaded A321, that is a little bit on the challenging side. So that's why I decided to pick that airport as well, because we're going to cross Japan, basically, to the other side. I've never been there, and I think it's really cool, because Japan is one of those countries where it actually has a lot of mountainous terrain, and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful to see the contrast between the big cities and the nature. So it's great. And by the way, I just simply love this livery for the 321. The link is on the description if you want to get this one. I think it also supports the Carda engine mod, but because I have updated the Toliss, I decided not to go with it. So yeah, this one is completely standard. The only add-on I'm using for the Toliss is the KOSP sound pack, because I mean it's a must. And specifically for this, we're going to be using a TOGA departure, so we can really hear that thrust reduction. So I'll probably go to something like window view and enjoy the maximum of it. All right. Enough talking. Okay, one last thing. Sorry, guys. I'm going to test a plugin for the Toliss that was released like a couple of days ago. It's called To Load Hub. And basically what it does, it simulates boarding and cargo load as well on the airplane. So you have like a boarding process, and it can be linked through SimBrief, and then it will send you a message through CPDLC, which is a little bit not correct, because it should be ACARS, should be on the MCDU, but still fine, with your final load sheet. So you can actually have a little bit of difference from your expected weights and your final weight. So because you guys know probably in real life, if you're flying a big jet on an airline, usually you get your OFP, where you have your estimated weights. And so you plan according to those, but there are always, or almost always, last minute changes that need to be accommodated. There might be more passengers, there might be less passengers, there might be some unexpected cargo. And because those values are so important for the way you fly your airplane, because of the speeds, because of the performance calculations, can you land, can you take off, and all that stuff, that is extremely valuable. And so it comes at the very end, once everybody's loaded and the load sheet is signed. It goes to the captain, it signs this as well to make sure it's accepted, and then you do again all the stuff and you input it into the MCDU. So I want to check that out. I have never tried it before, and yeah, it should be cool. Also, we are flying in real weather, but not real time, because it would be like 1 a.m. right now in Tokyo, and I really want to enjoy a little bit of scenery. And also, if you guys think this is just some weird scenery, I thought that too, but it is actually like this in the real world. So I guess they have some sort of a tunnel underground, and the passengers go through the ramp, like below the ramp, and they board here. This is probably really nice if it's bad weather or something. You don't have to use the stairs. So I found this gate by coincidence, because I went and picked up the gate from where yesterday's flight to Masuda departed. All right, Daifuka, do I use Active Sky? No, this is all default explain weather. And by the way, I don't know why, but I just love the way this airplane looks. I think it's just so clean, so slick. It's awesome. Okay, so let's go inside. Let's go inside. Let's open the door. Let's simulate that we just have arrived into the airplane. The door is open, and let's just make sure that everything on the airplane is fine. So the gear manual extension is stowed. We have the parking brake on. The flaps and spoilers are retracted. The engine switches are off. The weather radar is off. This is very important, guys. You know, we talked about this because the weather radar emits quite of a heavy radiation, and it can actually damage the personnel on the ground, and I think it can even incinerate fuel. So you really have to pay attention for that. The throttle should be on idle. It was not. See, that's why you do that check. The gear is down and the wipers are off because there is no rain. And if we power up the airplane and the wipers go off, we can scratch the windows. All right, very good. Then we go to batteries. It's above 25.5, so let's go battery 1 and 2. I want to hear that power up sound. And I'm going to arm the emergency exit lights, put the nav and logo to 1, and external power on. Now, because the airplane will take a little bit to power up, I actually want to see how this plugin is going to work. So I have a key bind to toggle the window. Here it is. This comes up. Let's hit in it. You can set it up like for your SimBrief and all the stuff. And it actually already got all the values from SimBrief automatically. It should be 209. I think it should be 209. Actually, SimBrief gives me 205. So probably 200, 207. Maybe because the weight is a little bit different. Alright, this makes total sense. Okay, so the cargo is 0, so we just have 207 passengers. That's still quite a lot. And then we can see. Did it close the door? Yes, it did. We can select if it's loading through the air stair or through the jet bridge. In this case, the jet bridge is already attached, so we're going to set the jet bridge. And let's go for fast boarding. And I think right now I just have to set start boarding. So let's go. Hit start boarding.
Boarding started.
So boarding is started. No extra cargo. I can close this. The doors automatically open and everything is controlled through the plugin, which is really interesting. And synchronous fire. Sorry if I'm wrong, but doesn't have the Neo, not the Sharklet wingtips. The Neo does have the Sharklets, but this is not the Neo. This is the CFM A321. This is the normal one. So this one actually doesn't have the Sharklets. Alright, and let's do the overhead. So the first officer would have tested the APU fire. Why am I not hearing anything? Let's try it again. The loudspeaker. Ah, there we go. Alright, weird. It should have sounded anyways, I think. And then it would have set the transponder, check here, all this stuff on the ground, and done. And now the captain's side, it comes here. I'm gonna put crew supply on, ground control auto, do the CVR test. Let's check to put the IRSs to nav. Wait until the on-bat extinguishes, and do the second. Third one. No, it's alright. It's alright. They're quite similar. I haven't talked about it. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, guys, is we can control the age of the airplane. So, in this case, we're going to simulate this is quite of an old A321. So, I've put the engine age and the aircraft age here on the old side. So, probably our performance is going to be slightly lower than if it would be a new engine and a new aircraft. So, definitely will be fun. Alright, let's continue onwards. No smoking sign on, nav and logo strokes to auto. Econ flow, I'm going to take that off because, well, we're going to have almost a full set of passengers. Fuel pumps stay off now, and let's just test engine number 1 and number 2. That is tested. Here it's all good, and we have no lights on the maintenance panel. Brilliant. Okay, here on the lower part. Oh, I forgot to connect to VATSIM. That's a good thing. And also, I haven't set the airplane in Volanta, so I need to register the airplane. So registration is JA Juliet Alpha 133, correction, 113 Alpha. It's an A321. I'm gonna create this airplane and I'm gonna assign it to us. So this way I think you will be able to see the airplane. Also, I need to mute my WhatsApp. Done. That is done, and let's go back to the airplane. I don't understand really what is going on with frame rate. It's either very good, either very bad. So yeah, like right now it's bad again. I don't know. Alright. ANA 725. Does anybody know how do you call for Nippon Airways on VATSIM? What's the call sign they use? Japan is the best country. I would not say it's the best, but it's definitely a reference, and we can definitely learn something with them. Alright, so I've put everything on. I could start the MCDU, so our nav data is updated and it's all good. So we can go to init, and we can set our departure and arrival airport. Oscar Whiskey. Our alternate, I'm not gonna skip that. Alternate is standby is Fukuoka. I think we went there on the 350. So that's RJ Foxtrot Foxtrot. Alternate set ANA 725. Insert. I'm gonna check my PDF here. Constant X is 21. And the cruise level is 360 with a temperature of -42. That feels a bit warmer than it should be. I'm gonna hit the line IRSs, go to the NEP page, and I'm gonna insert the zero fuel weight that it's expected right now, and we're gonna confirm that later on. So zero fuel weight that I expect is 68.3. With the CG, I mean the CG doesn't appear here, so I'm gonna leave that. And I need to set the fuel. So we need 7.6 on the fuel. So let's come here. Let's do 7.7. I'll request a refuel. The truck should come. Let's make sure it should appear. Anyways, and I'm gonna wait on the fuel block. All right, let's go flight plan RJTT departure. Now, this is a very important thing. We are located on position 506. I'm gonna open the map so you guys can see it. We are right here, and SimBrief gave us runway 04, which is right here. It is not wrong, it is good for the wind, but the amount of fuel that you're going to be spending taxiing to that runway is incredible, and I really don't want to take it, so I'm going to do as they are doing in real life. They are taking runway 34 right and 34 left, one for arrival, the other one for departure. In our case, we're going to take runway 34 right for departure. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. So this is very important. Don't simply look to your flight plan, whatever SimBrief gives you. I'm not saying it's bad or wrong or whatever, but always double check and confirm. Okay, now I want to go for the backlot 3 alpha departure. No transition, insert. Let's go down here. From Bakla, we have an airway Yankee 18 inserted. Oh, I know what's the problem. I know why the graphics are lagging, because I have the texture quality on high and it's having a hard time doing it. Sorry. I got what's the problem. My poor RTX 2070 is tired. Syncrush 597, Google said call sign is NHNA or All Nippon. Okay, check it out as well. Aha, Tamer, welcome to the live stream. How are you? Are you enjoying the weekend? So from here we go to Oruda and then Yankee 143. So I guess we can just insert airway, correct. Oruda then to Samba. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. I already feel the smoothness. And I can do return. That's all set, and then it's blues. Literally. I guess it's this one. And from blues, it says direct to runway 11 at Masuda. Then we're gonna check that. Let's check the weather actually there. And then I'll watch the rest of the briefing. So wind 07010, so yeah, definitely runway 11. ILS 11 from Samba. Wait. I think we had the waypoint Samba, yeah. We had the waypoint Samba, so I'll just go Samba, no transition, insert. I'm gonna remove the blues, because that definitely is not required. Let's go constraints, plan mode. Check that everything looks about right. Samba blues. I'd actually corrected everything. Perfect. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to open the rest of the charts once we are airborne, because we were going to have like an hour or something. An hour and 15 minutes of flight time. So definitely going to do some of the work once we are up and in cruise. Alright, I want to depart flaps 1. We're going to be departing pointing to Tokyo. So we should have some NADP procedures as well. I haven't read all the information about what NADP procedure should be used, but I'm going to assume it's going to be 800 to 3000 acceleration, so get quiet and high as quickly as possible. For this case, because the elevation of Tokyo is, let me just confirm that. Elevation is, oh my god, sorry, different charts again. Okay, I'm gonna cheat on this, I'm just gonna use the map. Oh, nice, so,
Boarding passenger completed.
wonderful. So the boarding is completed and he automatically closed the door, it's 20 feet, so let's go. I can close this. Let's go. We should receive, wait, we don't have a CPDLC here, so how would we receive that message then? Very interesting. Message record, nope. There would be nothing here. But this is interesting. This one doesn't have the thing. Setcom antenna. Let's try it and do this way. There should be a message for it. Did I connect to Hoppy? Please say that I connected to Hoppy. No, I haven't connected to Hoppy, and that's my problem. I don't know why it doesn't save the configuration. I pressed it so many times to save the thing. Can I get it again? Oh, that's my question. There is no messages recording. God damn it, I screwed it up. That was quite stupid on my side. Can I trigger it again? Let me just reset. Let's to get from SimBrief. Let's do the 207 that we had. We're gonna do instant load. Start boarding.
Boarding started.
Boarding is complete, and now we should get a message.
Boarding passenger completed.
Right? No, we're not getting anything. Alright, fine, totally fine. Then we're gonna just skip that and do the rest of the stuff by ourselves. Oh, actually, here it is. Literally when I decided to shut it off. So this here should be appearing on the MCDU, on the A cars, but it appears right there. That's totally fine to me. Yes. Let's just recall the message now. Good. Wonderful. So let's see. Remember what was our zero fuel weight that I said that we would be expecting? Oh, and sorry, I need to read through the chat. What name of the plugin? It's I put the link on the description. It's To Load Hub. You can check it out. How's America enjoying the weekend? I started making deliveries. Very mediocre though. That's totally fine. I mean, yours just started, so I don't see any problems. All right. Also, we've got 7 tons of fuel on board, so I've got to set seatbelt signs on. The fuel pumps come on, and our initial zero fuel weight. We can actually go to performance and check that out. No, not performance, but NEB page. 68.3. As you can see there, 68.5. We got a difference. So let's set that 68.5, and the CG is 26.8. It's actually fun because you don't get to set this up yourself. Actually, it sets it out for you, which is nice. There we go, block of 7.7. Now I need to check here. I need to remove this discontinuity so we actually get correct fuel calculations with our alternate. And we've got an extra time 49 minutes, final 30 minutes, alternate 21 minutes, 1 ton. Let me confirm this with the document. It says 1.4 here, so I'm gonna actually confirm that. 1.4 extra time of 39 minutes. That sounds good to me. And final should be 1.3. 34 minutes of extra time. Now our fuel calculation is correct. We've got the weights in, performance is in. Let's just set the NADP. So it was 840 to 3040. I don't know why it doesn't set the 840. Now I'm gonna hit request takeoff data, and we're gonna do it with the TOGA. And I just need to set the initial climb. The initial climb will be, do we have a description here? 3 for right, climb heading, Let's set 900,000 initial climb altitude. Takeoff data uplink is received. This is for the TOGA, 146, 46, 51. Wow, that's pretty impressive. We are heavy. Alright, let's insert the uplink. So the weights are all set up. This is good. Everything else is done. I think we can do the rest of the stuff. So we have 207 passengers plus the crew, which should be like 4 people at least. 4 to 5 people plus 2 crew members, that's plus 7. So we have 214 people on board. Great, now close this. Wonderful. And let's start the APU as well. While the APU pulls up, we're gonna just check the oil there to make sure it's looking good. We've got that. Batteries are looking good. Hydraulics are good. Fuel is balanced. Waiting for the flap open indication there. There we go. Now we can start the APU and let's continue with the flow. Air conditioning is looking good. 25 on the back. Let's do it like this. And everything is armed. That's great. Flight controls check. Just do a recall. Recall is normal. Perfect. Okay, let's come here to checklist. Actually, sorry, not checklist. Charts. Checklist here. Copy preparation. Gear pins and covers are removed. Fuel quantity. We've got 7.7 on board balance. Seatbelt signs is on. ADIRS. So to check the ADIRS, we go here to data, IRS monitor, and we have to confirm that all 3 of them are on nav. They are in barrel reference. That's a good one. It's not set, so let's come here to ATC, sorry, ATSU, AOC menu. I want to see the departure ATIS. Received. The ATIS is not available, right? Sorry. There was a way to see the METAR though. Yeah, there we go. METAR, please. Receive messages. Yeah, for now, just that one. There we go. Receiving everything. METAR, please. Alright, so no SIG 1018. Wind is good. It's cold. It's 6 degrees out. Wow. And QNH 1018. That's what I wanted. Oh, there is a 78. Saudia. Wow. Impressive. 1018 and 1018 is set. We've got the APU on. It's running. And let's go APU bleed on. Disconnect the ground power in a minute. Alright, I think we are all ready. It's brief time, as Syncrash Flyer is telling us, and he's very right. Very right on that. So I just need to open the briefing here on my end. And now I can do this, I can do this, and you should be able to see in a second my screen. So let me do it like this. That should be done, and like this. Perfect. So, are you guys ready for the briefing? It's briefing time. So, our aircraft is an A321 200 with CFM engines. We're flying flight. Oh god damn it! Forgot the all Nippon Airways. Just want to see the call sign. All Nippon. Yeah, all Nippon. I need to write. All Nippon 725. Great. Oh no. Did I move the... Ah, no, I didn't. Okay, sorry, brief. So, flight All Nippon 725 from Tokyo Haneda to Masuda. Let's have a look through the NOTAMs for departure airport. So we have some obstacle on chimneys, located obstacle lights, departure clearance by data link not available from... That's actually affect us, but it's nighttime on them, so that's totally fine. Some obstacles again, some changes there, some lights unserviceable, taxiway Charlie 1 through Charlie 1-4 closed due to maintenance. And this is all basically nighttime for them. That's when they do the works. But nothing significant as far as I can tell. Alright, looks like the NOTAMs are actually fine. 15:30, 21:30. So right now the runway 34 right would be closed to maintenance, but that makes, I think, no sense because I saw an airplane landing there just a couple of minutes ago. I don't know, we're gonna assume it's fine for us. Alright, so the NOTAMs are checked. The weather on route should be more or less good. Let's check the significant weather. We will be crossing a jet stream and we have an area of clear air turbulence, so that's actually a little bit of interesting weather. We are on the limit there of some clouds possible. I don't even know what area that is because there's too much there. And we've got a volcano there, Sakurajima. Interesting. Let's see the SIGMATs. No SIGMATs applicable for us, and apart from this one, icing severe, but it's stationary, no change, and moving east 20 knots, no change. What is this? Turbulence severe. We have an altitude block, flight level 290 to 350. So unless this moves over here, should be no big deal. I don't think it will be. Let's check the infrared satellite. Pretty much good. Weather radar. A little bit of precipitation there. Oh, a bit of snow as well on the route. Good. And let's leave the airport forecast with the alternates on. Yeah, looks decent. Looks decent. We'll be looking, we'll be monitoring in case we get into the clouds and it's going to be below 10 degrees total air temperature. We're going to switch the engine NPIs on. Alright, radar and terrain. Weather radar is going to be on. Terrain is going to be on for the first officer. The runway is dry. It's going to be runway 34 for the departure. We are parked right here on stand 506. I'm going to be pushing back, facing this side, which is going to be south. And then we're going to taxi by Romeo Taxiway left on Echo 10, then right on Echo Taxiway all the way down there to Echo 1 to Charlie 1, holding point position for runway 34 right. We're going to use the full length because we are quite heavy, and even with the TOGA takeoff, yeah, that's a lot. Alright, the config and performance, we're going to go with flaps 1, TOGA, speeds 146, 146, 151, and our departure is called the Bekla 3 Alpha departure. It looks like this. So we're going to be doing this, and this. To make sure we actually do it correctly, we're going to read through this information. So we're going to climb on heading 338 at or above 700 feet. Turn right direct to Taram, then to Pluto, to Kaiji, to Intel. Oh, nice. Intel. At or above 9,000 to Ragos, at or above 13,000, and then to Bekla at or above flight level 170. So we do have a couple of altitude restrictions here. In this case, we have to be above them. So I'm going to try to clean up as quickly as I can and get up there, even if it requires me to fly at green dot speed. Alright, that's about it. And then we don't have any radio navs, it's all an RNAV departure. No special considerations apart from the fact that we are on an old airplane with some old engines, so probably performance is not going to be the best, especially because we're quite heavy. And in case we've got any abnormals, so during the takeoff roll until 100 knots, we're going to stop for any malfunction between 100 knots and V1 only for significant ones, in which case I'll call reject, throttle or thrust to idle, max reverse, let the auto brake work, stop the airplane on the runway, set the parking brake, cabin crew stations, advise the ATC, and then assess situation. In case the failure happens after V1, if you guys have not noticed, but we're going to be flying like this airplane right here. This is a real world flight, by the way. Tokyo is right in front of us, so we really don't want to go straight ahead. So what I will try to do is at 1,000 feet straight ahead, then a right-hand turn, because the terrain here on the right side is slightly lower. We can actually confirm that with SkyVector. Let's check. So we have some terrain, some higher terrain here on the left. If you can see here, the grid Mora is 1,400 on this sector. So definitely going to keep climbing and a right-hand turn to be away from the city and away from the terrain, and then probably vector ourselves over the sea and assess the situation, try to solve it and come back. We don't have a takeoff alternate. It's good weather here in Tokyo. The runway is pretty long. If something happens, we're going to return to 3-4 right, which is the longest one. Also, our weight is 68.5 maximum landing weight. So we've got basically 200 kilos more. Max landing weight is, so takeoff weight will be 75.7. We're still below max landing weight, so that's brilliant. We're not overweight. Until then, no other considerations. I'm gonna see what the last comms. I need to submit the flight plan. Right, I connected to that sim. Yes, I did. Just need to pre-file the flight plan and get going. It's time to go. Definitely time to go. ANA 725. The rest looks good. Flight plan is filled. Fantastic. That's the brief complete, guys. Any questions? If so, post them in the comments. Alright, good stuff. Let's disconnect the external power. Beacon light's gonna come on. Let's call the pushback. I think I have the transponder to transponding set. That's correct. Call better pushback. I'm gonna set start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go right here.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving
We're
up.
gonna remove the jetway. Just make sure all the doors are locked. I can confirm that again. Let's just remove the chocks and remove the external power. Just want to make sure I've got APU. Yes, I do. And arm doors and cross check again, just to make sure it's all done. We're going to close the cockpit door, of course. And we're going to lock it. And this one stays with the flight plan. This one stays for 1228. Set. And what else do we need? I feel like I'm missing something. Something very basic. Nope.
Okay, all doors and
Also,
hatches
before
are
start
closed.
check,
Ready to connect.
parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. We've got TOGA takeoff 44, 44, 51 set. Windows are closed on both sides and beacon is on. Before start check, this is complete. And now, oh, the windows are different. I don't remember them being like this. Should not add. Oh, it actually adds the sharklets. So maybe I actually confused myself. This livery does have sharklets.
Tow connected
Alright,
and
I'm gonna
bike
leave the
has been
sharklets
inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, stand by on that. I just want to see something here. Yeah, for that. Save the preferences. Done. Let's listen to the startup sound from the window seat. So for that, clear to push. Brakes are released. Off block time is set.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
That's brilliant. Let's go. Look at that airplane. Doesn't it look good? It looks great. Timer is on. Lights are good. APU is on. Let's go engine. Come engine start switch to start. Engine mode switch. Jesus Christ, this is what happens when you fly to many different planes. And let's start number 2. Silence. Nothing beats that CFM startup. We have one engine avail, let's start the other one. To pull the flaps down.
Operation complete. Set parking
For
brake.
immersion. Brake set. Clear disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Let's wait until he gets out of the airplane. It's beautiful. I love that start. I think the CFM is the best engine start sound that's out there. The end. Like the 757 sounds amazing on the takeoff. The A350 sounds amazing on takeoff. It doesn't sound bad on start, but like the start sequence is amazing. Maybe the IAE is almost the same. Man, it's amazing sounds. All right. Let me just confirm again, we have no control here. No, we don't have any.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
See you next time. Bye. Oh, literally 0 degrees of trim. Let's do a flight control check. Neutral. Right, neutral, rudder. Alright. Neutral. Flight controls check. Trim is set. Where's the guy? There's the guy. Oh, we don't have the ground crew all saying goodbye, like in Japan. Like they do. Alright, Alpha check. The NTI is not required. APM status is checked. It's normal. Pitch trim 0 set, and rudder trim is 0. Alpha checks complete. Ready to taxi. Lights are on. Brakes are released. I have control. Brakes check, pedal press, pressure 0. Let's go. Just listen to this. I love it. It's amazing. I could listen to that sound forever. I also have to greet the passengers in Japanese. Yeah, I don't know how to speak in Japanese. I know how to say thank you. It's arigato, I think. But more than that, no. I don't know. How do they say hello? What's the word for hello? Should be a pretty easy one. Yeah, let me just check something. Yes, it's set up correctly. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of a taxi. So I'm just waiting until we reach a long straight so I can finish the taxi items and execute the taxi checklist. So it was clear on the right, it's clear on the left. Let's go. Oh, it's not bad, even heavy, it's still rolling. Clear on the left, clear on the right. And turn right here on the first one. Below 10 knots. On the turns. Still not very used for the 321. Oh, look at that. Where's cooler? That's cooler. That's cooler. Air France 777-300. That's definitely cooler. Alright, let's finish the taxi checks. So, auto brake to max. This is all set. Flaps, predicted wind shear is on. Cabin checked. And takeoff config checked. Taxi checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flap settings, we've got 1+F set. Radar and predicted wind shear is on and auto. Engine mode selector is on normal, and takeoff config, or ECAM memo, sorry, takeoff no blue. Thanks, check, this is complete. Whoops. Wrong button there. Alright, let's get some speed. Yeah, synchronous fire, we got to take off okay. I hope to fly the Embraer soon. Soon enough. I'm gonna take a screenshot and post it on Discord so we can say cooler was spotted in Japan, Tokyo. The frame rate's still dropping a little bit, not sure from where or from what, but I guess it's just Tokyo has a lot of buildings, like a lot of buildings. And it makes no sense to me because my CPU is at 35% load, my GPU is at 52% load, and I still have this kind of performance. Unacceptable, I explain. I really hope they fix, like, my GPU is literally sitting at 50%, and my CPU is sitting at 31%. This makes no sense. Close a couple of tabs on Firefox, maybe that'll help. Explain logic, yeah. Well, let's see where we are. We are crossing hotel taxiway, or I don't know where we are then. A little bit all over the place with this taxi today. Also, what I'll do is I'm gonna put these two, like here, for the departure. And then we're gonna go to this view. Come on, man. We're gonna go to this view, and we're gonna keep doing the departure, so we can listen to the thrust reduction while airborne. Actually, I just want these two. This is gonna be nice. Synchronous flyer is one core at 100% and the others at 30. Let me check. Let me check. I don't remember exactly how can I check that. Oh man, how can I see that? Oh wait, never mind. Found it. Nope. It's, so I've got core 0 almost idling. Core 1 is somewhere around 80%. And then it's kind of like the crazy. I could actually show you this, I think. Like, look. It looks decent to me. Nothing, like, crazy. Yeah, feels decent. Anyway. Nobody coming from the right. Let me just quickly check that there's nobody on the road. Whoa, 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 brake. I was going a bit fast there. Clear on both sides, start the turn. Maybe I have issues with the power unit. No, I don't think so. The power unit is a good one. Let's just explain, I think. Okay, so we are approaching the lineup. There's nobody on, so let's give a call to the cabin crews. Strobes are on. We are clear for departure. That is set, and we're gonna disconnect the pack 1 and pack 2. For visually, there is nobody on the approach, and it's clear on that side. Beautiful. Weather is on here. Terrain radar is on there. Try to do my best for this lineup. Yeah, literally, it's just loading the scenery. Maybe it's because I have a ton of scenery and it's all on an HDD, so it takes a little bit of time to load it. I mean, possibly. Oh, that's a decent lineup. That's a very decent lineup. Alright. So, let's go for the wing view to spool up. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Lineup checklist, takeoff runway 34 right is confirmed. TCAS is TARA set. And we've got packs 1 and 2 off before our lineup checklist is complete. Let's go, guys. Clock is on. Wing view, 50%. Stabilized. Man TOGA, SRS. Runway. Auto thrust is blue. Lovely. That was lovely. Thrust is set. Airspeed's alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep the airplane on satellite. 100 knots. That was fast. V1, rotate. I can go back to wing. Nav, positive climb Europe. Yeah, lovely. How did you like that that takeoff from the wing view? That was pretty good. Let's see how long can I keep flying like this. There's climb. Also, let me just adjust a couple of things here, like this. Back to that. I love the sound. There's climb power. Lower the nose slightly. Oh yeah, packs 1 on. You can actually hear the change of sound once the pack comes on. There's a right turn. Let's go pack 2 on. flaps 0. Speed is checked, flaps 0. Disarm the spoilers. I'm still hand flying. That's pretty good. And this would be Tokyo. If my graphics card would be allowed to push this to the limits, the view would be incredible. There was a lot of I'm missing skyscrapers, and the scenery is amazing. But yeah, my GPU does not take it very well. All right, AP1 on. So far everything looks good. Let me take these lights off. I don't think we need them right now. Let's set our cruise altitude for level 360. 360 is blue. Have to be above 9,000 there at Intel. So far it looks doable. Yeah, man, this is when I kind of think like, yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim did a really good job on the scenery, because you can tell that I have a pretty good high-res ortho, but yeah, the buildings and all that is not very good. Awesome. Look at that postcard photo. Right? Totally postcard photo for ANA. So, there's 9,000, so we are complying with the first altitude constraint. And we're also approaching 10,000 feet, so let's go lights off. I'm gonna wait for the seatbelt sign. I don't want to put it out right now. We'll be accelerating. Let's keep watching from the wing view. It's just amazing. And guys, if you haven't noticed already, I have created the notification for the stream for tomorrow. So we're gonna go into the caravan for Barra Airport in Scotland. So that's an incredible place, actually. That's airport gets submerged twice a day with the tides, literally disappearing from the map. It's quite incredible. Man, this must be such a view in real life. It's probably incredible. It's probably completely incredible. Alright. Oh, we've got the times. Look at this. This is incredible. Let's close that. Chocks out 16:42. Takeoff 16:55. Man, I would love to get this in real life for my flights. This is amazing. I like this plugin. And if I recall correctly, precision altitude here was something like 13 or 14,000 feet, so we are definitely approaching it. Yep, 14,000. Precision altitude, QNH standard set on 1, 2, and 3. All reading the same. So brilliant. Bye-bye, Tokyo. It's been wonderful. And look at our climb rate. 2,200 feet a minute. After the 757 rocketing out of San Jose, this feels quite slow. I'll probably keep the seatbelt sign on for now. Hatomer, I love little add-ons like these. They add so much realism. Oh yes. that's why I decided to try it. I think coming from the 777, I've been learning it, and you guys probably know that the 777 simulates all the ground interactions with the crew, with the purser as well. So I mean, you can't even get inside the airplane unless you establish contact with the crew, and you put the stairs, and you have to open the doors, and like there's a lot of small details that look very nice. And once the airplane is completely loaded, they literally put a paper between the throttles like they do on the Boeing. So right here, and you can click on it, it comes to here, and then you click on it again, and it's locked right here on your paper table. I don't know, it's like a small support with a paper plate, and then you can put the values on the FMC. So that's actually really cool. Like, it's a small detail, but it's very realistic, really nicely executed. And this is exactly why I wanted to fly in Japan. Look at this scenery. Isn't this amazing? I redid the entire Japan on purpose in a higher zoom level so we could enjoy a little bit more. This is quite incredible. I mean, look at the detail. What was that thing? I don't know what was that thing. But alright. Optimum flight level 3 or 6. We're going to be monitoring that. And look at this. Quite nice, and that looks like a military airport. It probably is. Screenshot material. Let's say the first officer's got a camera. Bang. The weather is so good, I'll turn on the terrain radar on as well. Oh, Christy, that ding, it was me subscribing to the channel. I totally forgot, and I'm glad there is a ding because that was switched off. Welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. Yes, it was. I don't know why I just thought, okay, there was something going on with the plane. I better watch the cam because I think we have random failures on. Yes, I do. I fly with random failures on, so it can go to hell real quickly. I had actually once a flight where I was flying, I don't remember, I was flying offline just for fun, and one of the engine failed. No, what? Sorry, never mind. What was it? It was like a big deal. Yeah, exactly. I remember now. So like one of the there's like a specific name I can't remember right now, but one of the computers inside of the engine failed, so you would not have like an overthrust protection. There would not be like all the engine power setting protections, and but the engine would be running with auto thrusts and all that stuff, I think. No, actually, never mind. Auto thrust was off, exactly, so we lost the auto thrust, and the engine was running like in safe mode. Or basic mode, I can't remember, sorry guys. And so I had all of that problem, and then I started troubleshooting it, and then the other good engine catched fire. This was all not plans. So I had to land. It was Copenhagen. It was a 20 knots crosswind with gusts, with an engine failed, and the other one manual thrust. It was funny. It was definitely funny. Look at that view. Time for another screenshot. Bang. Look at that, that's pretty cool. I remember we flew once on E-Jet. There was an airport. It was located on a valley, much like this. So the airport would be like here, and we had like these huge mountains around it as well. I think it was called... No, it was not Kobe, it was something else. We departed from Kobe, but the airport itself... Matsumoto, exactly, I think it was something like it. This one. Matsumoto, yes it is. Amazing little place to go to. Alright, we are at flight level 250. So far it's been pretty stable. We are above the mountains though, but I'm not sure if I want to switch off the passenger seatbelt sign. Still have a little bit to go, so okay, let's go seatbelt sign off, and let's see how it goes from this point. Now you guys remember I said in the beginning of the stream I haven't opened the charts for the arrival, so let's do that right now. Let me open it right here so you guys can see it. By the way, the AIP from Japan is you have to have an account for it. This guy created a page with all the charts of all the airports in Japan, and thank you very much to him, because this is amazing. So now we're going to have to open the charts and stand by because I need to transfer. Oh, sorry. Chat transfer call here. So we need to see. We don't have an arrival, we just have an approach. So I guess this airport doesn't have a star. So first things first, let's open the airport page. Let's look at it, and let's immediately assume that we're going to be landing runway 11. We only have one taxiway in and out of the ramp, so unless we stop by, we're going to have to do a backtrack. The runway length is only 2,000 meters, and this is literally from beginning to end, so we're not going to be used the full 2,000 meters, we're going to use less than that. Or actually, sorry, what I meant to say was the distance available for us is less than 2,000 meters, so this is going to be actually very interesting. I wonder if they do have landing distance available somewhere published here. I'm not seeing it so far, but this is important to notice. Then I'm going to leave this one open. Let's duplicate, and let's now watch the approaches. This is the SID, this is a SID, this is a SID as well. Okay, here we go. We have an arrival, standard arrival chart, Samba arrival, I guess this is what we have, to Blues, exactly above 4,000 feet. So, just zoom in a little bit. Let's leave this page on, we don't have an extra description. And we'll duplicate the document again, and I'm going to find a chart. Here we go. ILS or localizer runway 11. This is what we need. Coming from Blues, we have 13 miles DME arc to Kadad, which is located at 13.1 miles from the localizer. And localizer frequency, I'd like to just simply look at it at least. This is the VOR DME. Where's the ILS? Oh, here it is. 108.1. And the course is 112. Blues above 4,000, Kadad above 2,500 feet, and Togil, which is located at 7.1 miles. We have to be at 2,500 feet for a glide path of 3 degrees. Minimums, I'm going to assume it's category 1. Decision altitude for us is going to be 384. Let's set that. Man, look at the views. Are you kidding me? Let's go outside view. Look at this. We have to find more on Japan. I also want to discover a little bit what's going on at the northern part of Japan. There's a lot of stuff. Wow. Isn't this beautiful? It looks amazing. I love it. The livery fits perfectly. Probably the wing view. Look at this, man. Wait, I need to take screenshots, sorry. It just looks really cool. Maybe with the plane. Yeah, something like that. Screenshot. And wait, from the cockpit, maybe. Yeah, like this. Look at this view, man. This is amazing. Daifuku, both the livery and scenery are a perfect match. I totally agree. And it's beautiful outside. It's not cloudy or nothing, so we can actually enjoy it. Okay, I'll leave it here or here. Bit of clouds on that side, but it looks interesting on this side as well. I just feel like I can look at the scenery forever. Yeah, I'll leave this side for now. Okay, let's keep going. 384 is the minimum for us. And in case we have to go missed approach, we turn left, climb to 4,000 feet via IMU radial 027 to Blues and hold. And we're gonna hold maximum 230 knots at 4,000 feet. That sounds perfectly fine to me. And it looks amazing, really. And we still haven't gotten to the to our cruise level. Oh boy. 352 optimum, maximum 371. Yeah, that's decent. This is an old plane. Alright, let's compare the performance. Let's come to approach. We're gonna land with flaps full this time. 384 on the MDA. And I think it's a little bit early to check the weather there, but we can come here to ATC.com, actually, sorry. Add to AOC, weather ATIS. Just want to request a METAR there. This is the newest, right? Right. So let's see. We've got wind of 07010, good visibility, few clouds 2000, broken 3500, temperature 70.0, QNH 1025. I could set this up already and then we just check the QNH. 07010, temperature 7, I'll set the QNH as well on 025, but we're gonna recheck that later. Alright, beautiful. Active flight plan. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And I also want to come here to landing performance. And reset. The wind is not right. Should be 07010. Runway 11. Outside air temperature should be 7. QNH 025. Anti-ice off, full air conditioning on, VAP is going to be automatic, auto brake medium, reverse on, compute. Okay, so we actually fit. If I put low, oof, look at that. If I put auto brake low, we have a 23 margin of extra space. So we could theoretically use the low auto brake. But I'm gonna go for the medium and just disconnect it early, and then just do a nice and slow deceleration. So, wow, look at that! Look at the river. If you are a paid member of the channel, you guys probably saw the videos that I've posted. I have another one coming, and you probably already guessed that I really like to film rivers and water overall pretty good because it looks really cool. I love the shapes that it does from the air, especially when it's lit by the sun. It's just so beautiful. And it's pretty cloudy there on the right, but we are enjoying the views. Crash Flight from understand I hate YouTube advertising. Yeah, I understand. By the way, if you have an Android, you can get YouTube Advanced, and this way you will not get any advertising. Try that. I use that all the time. Also, it lets you lock the screen, and the video will keep playing. So if you're watching a podcast or something, and you really don't care about the video, but you just want to listen to it, you can do it. I do it many times. I just put the video on, I lock the screen, it just keeps going, and it's all YouTube. And you've got no ads, no nothing. Works really well. It's called YouTube Advanced. The scenery has changed a bit. It's a little bit less steep. Let's check the outside view. Yeah, look at that. We even have a little bit of snow, it looks like. I think that's the plugin drawing snow. Yeah, that's definitely from Explain Snow plugin. Beautifully. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I think we have leveled off. No, I think we have leveled off. 1,000 to go. Almost there. Come on, airplane, you can do it. We already burned almost 2.5 tons by only reaching cruise altitude. And this airplane burns a lot of fuel. I mean, it's probably because of the engines. That's the Optimum 354, so we are literally flying on the optimum altitude right now. So it's gonna climb up, so we are good. So far so good, 500 feet to go. Signal sign is off. Everything is looking normal. You know what I wish as well? I wish to have volumetric lights at night. That would be such a game changer. Just check the city out. It's literally in the middle of the valley, but it's like it extends. Isn't this incredible? Like, just look at it. Imagine you live, I don't know, right here, but your school or work is right here. You could just pick up a boat and go through the river. That's pretty nice. And it just keeps going. Look at it. What? That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. And there's another huge city. Look at it. This is just madness. This is an entire city. What city is this? Let's see. Probably Osaka, I would guess. Shubu. Nagoya. No, this is Nagoya. Man. It's amazing. I think the contrast of scenery, because this is all dark green. There we go. I think we're leveling off. Yep, neck, alt cruise. Brilliant. Because the scenery is so contrasty. We've got these little mountains, and it's all like dark green, and all of a sudden you've got this huge concrete and steel jungle coming out of it. I think it looks especially contrasting, but it looks phenomenal. And there should be an airport right there somewhere. Probably there. Probably that's an airport. And this is an airport as well. It's just crazy. I remember that first time when I flew the 747 here for the video, and I was approaching Tokyo. I was looking to all of these cities and the scenery. I was really amazed. You know, I never, you guys probably know, I'm doing the ATPL course. My dream job is to work at an airline, but I always wanted to fly for the short haul. I still want to do it for the short haul, but looking at this kind of scenery is probably one of the big reasons why flying long haul is interesting, because you actually get to see different parts of the world that are so different from what you are used to. And just think about this. Just think about it, because right now you are sitting, I don't know, in your desk or your sofa or in your car, anywhere, and right in this moment there is a completely different world filled with different people. And for them, that world is totally normal, but for you is not. I guess I'm getting a little bit philosophical here, if you understand what I mean. But it's impressive to see. Ahatomer, alright, I'm back with my in-flight drink, tea. That's a great... oh, I'm missing the name. Jesus Christ, my English today is very bad. That's a great pick for a drink. What type of tea is it? Is it black, green, or any other flavor? And look at this. This is absolutely huge. Synchro Flare, I know what you're trying to say. Yeah. I don't know, it's just... it's so different. You know, in moments like these, you look at our planet and you really understand how borders are... I mean, it's an invention, right? Borders don't exist. Sometimes there is a border. There might be a physical border. It might be like a river or a huge mountain that's difficult to cross, but still, looking from above, there's nothing that you nowadays aren't able to cross. And it really makes me sad to see that sometimes people are too territorial and they start wars and conflicts and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. I think I'm getting a little bit philosophical here. Oh, and Tomlinson, good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream, man. We're just flying here, flight level 360 over Nagoya, and we're having some philosophical thoughts about the world and about a lot of the stuff. By the way, you see the way the clouds are right there? That layer? Let me show you a video that looks almost identical to that. That's exactly the channel I want. By the way, if you don't follow this guy, it has amazing videos. They are all very simple. He's just filming the entire flight. But I love it. Sometimes I just put it up when I'm working or something. I just want some background noise, and it's amazing. Really, really good. And he recently flew, he made like a world tour, and he flew to Japan, and he put the video, here it is, on a 767. I'm not going to put the sound on it, just go and watch it, because it's going to be worth it. And look at the clouds right here, and the clouds we are getting. I know this is a little bit closer to sunset, but it's almost identical. How cool is that? That's pretty cool. Watch this video, it is amazing, the sound is amazing, and the scenery is amazing again. We're gonna fly, we're gonna repeat this flight. Synchronous Flyer, this is the video why I want to get the 767 eventually, because this departure is absolutely incredible. It looks crazily good, the sound is amazing, and I don't know. If you really like planes and you sometimes want to feel like you are flying to somewhere, definitely watch this guy's channel. It's amazing. He has so many different flights. And like milk runs, turboprops in the Caribbean, 737. He even flew to London City on the Embraer. Like, I love this guy's channel. He deserves every subscriber. Skylight Production. This one. Life ago. This is the channel called I'm Big Boss of Cyrillic. Sorry, man. Yeah, I have everything in Russian. This is the channel, Skylight Productions. Definitely check it out. And he always films very steadily from one viewpoint, and it's really cool. Really, really cool. I need to watch this flight. He catches some auroras in the middle of the flight. That's pretty amazing. Then he got some twin otter flights here in the Caribbean, which is amazing as well. Hawaii, I mean, it's just great. Look, A350 Haneda to Osaka. It's a great channel. And he has like the full flight videos, and then he has like cuts. Usually you come to the cut, which is like only the departure, only the arrival, and on the description you always have the link for the full flight. So it's pretty cool. I really like his channel. Oh, and Vlad, are you a commercial pilot? Not yet, but I'm not very far from it. I hope to get my commercial license this year. And I am 98% sure I am gonna get the commercial license this year. And I hope towards the end of the year to start working somewhere on an airline. So yeah, working on it. Is this sea or is this a lake? This is a lake. And then look at this. There's a huge lake in the middle of all of this. Like, it's crazy huge. There's probably a dam somewhere. Actually, it doesn't look like there is anything. Look at this river, man. Or this lake, should I say. It's definitely, and then a mini lake. I was thinking we were crossing some ocean or some islands maybe, but no, this is just a lake. Amazing. Synchronous Flyer 767 is really nice, but you have the 777. What is better in your opinion as aircraft? That's a good question. Now, I don't have the 7.6. That's the first thing, but I have the 7.5, and I'm going to try to compare like the depth of simulation of the airplane on the sim. So my honest opinions are the following. Like the 777 simulates a lot better what an airplane in real life would be. So in terms of like, yeah, in sim product, it is better. But if you simply want to compare like 777 versus 757, those are different airplanes. I don't really think you can directly compare them. I mean, you can, of course. You can say that the one is bigger, one is more powerful, the other does this, the other does that. One flies farther away than the other. But the point here is the 777 is a lot more advanced than the 757. The 757 actually feels old. It still doesn't feel as old as the 737 though. But also, how far are we from top of descent? about 120 miles. Okay, we're good. So I can relax for a bit. So yeah, if you really want to get the 757 because you love the 757 and you want to hear that RB211 engine and you want to have that crazy power to get out of literally almost any airfield, and you like the look of it, you like the cockpit, you like, I don't know, you like the 757 because it is a 757, get the 757. If you are looking to get an airplane which is like top of the notch or like a new standard, I could say, in flight simming, yeah, then get the 777. It's very good. It still has some bugs. Well, it's in beta, of course, so I'll discount that. But what it has already is very impressive. And also what is very impressive is the frame rate. I have no idea what those guys did there with the 777, but the frame rate is actually very good for the airplane. And we're reaching the cloud layer. So it looks like the tour of Japan from up in the air is off. So we're going to be watching some pretty clouds. Owen, awesome. Thank you very much, man. I do intend to film some content for the channel about the flight school where I'm at, just to show you how it is. How is it to be like a student pilot? I know there's like a ton of videos about like student pilots, like look at me, here's me flying and whatnot. I want to do a little bit of a different approach to that, and show I'm gonna keep that for later. You guys know I'm not gonna talk it right now because I don't know when I'll be able to do it. I know I have green light from the school, they don't mind if I film it, but I don't want to talk about it right now because you guys could be like very excited for the videos because that's interesting, I guess, and then I could take forever to do it. So I mean, it will not be forever, it will be this year because I want to finish my ATPL this year, so I have to film it this year, otherwise I will not be able to do it. So yeah, I will film some stuff. I will, because there is not many stuff about like what the real part of being a student is. And of course, I mean, I try to bring stuff here to the channel once we fly, like we did that VFR flight on the Yak. I basically taught you guys how to fly a VFR flight plan without the GPS, without radio navs, without anything, just a paper chart and some headings and times. We're actually going to do it again kind of soon. I want to do it on the SR-22 in Portugal. So we're going to simulate some of my real flights, and I really want to like fly across the entire country with you. So that will be fun. Virtual pilot, hello. Want to fly the ANA one day as well. ANA. The 737 is older than the 757 in some points. Yep, I totally agree with you. Like, totally. The 777 feels very powerful as well. Yes, it does. It is quite powerful as well, but you know, the thing is, the 757, the 777 is very powerful, but it's very big as well. So, you know, it kind of loses the sense of rocket ship. Not to say that it's not powerful and you don't feel that it's powerful. It is. But it's different. Like the 757, it almost feels like an A320, but it's just crazy powerful. I mean, you could even talk about the 747-8. That airplane has a crazy amount of power. I mean, just take a lighter load and just look at what it does. You're gonna be in the cruise flight level in like what, 10 to 15 minutes. It's crazy. It's super powerful, but it still is not as the 757. Like the feeling of it, it's slightly different. Hatomer, take your time. Thank you, man. I will take my time. And I will keep streaming every week for you here. Cooler, hey, welcome to the live stream. We were talking about you. You were in Tokyo. You were. We have photographic proof that you were in Tokyo while we were departing. Everybody saw it, and everybody was like, "That's Cooler." I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, by the way, because every time I look at it, I think like, yeah, we do have photographic proof, and it's right here. I'm opening right here. Look, we were taxiing for the departure. Look who is there, Tokyo. Do you see that? That's you. So I see you were doing some business in Tokyo as well. Alright guys, we've got 80 miles to top of descent. I think it's time to have a look at the arrival briefing and just have a mindset for the approach. I already set the pocket brake, Jesus. The auto brake to medium. And I've set already the some of the data here in the approach page, but I want to come here again and request once again the METAR for Masuda to make sure that, well, it's the same. It's exactly the same, so there's not much I can change. I can print it. And I'm going to leave this on the flight plan page. Is that it? Nope. I didn't ask to print that message, but alright. Yeah, there's a lot of... So we're gonna spend the entire paper for this airplane. Virtual pilot, yes, you understand. That's what I think. Okay, there we go. That's the message I wanted. Perfect. Time to do the arrival briefing. For that, I'm going to open my charts, and I'm going to open the arrival briefing screen. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So, the status of the airplane so far, so good. Everything is working as it should. The weather in Masuda looks decent, pretty fine. We got wind 070 at 10. Definitely better than when I was taking the screenshots today for the thumbnail. It was 23 knots crosswind. So I hope it's not 10 knots, and the METAR and then X-plane gives us a 20 knots crosswind. I mean, it's fun, it's totally fine, so acceptable to me. No temps, let's just say everything is working fine. Anti-ice might be required because the temperature is 7 degrees, and if we get into some clouds, which there are some clouds, it might be as a precaution better to switch on the engine anti-ice. I'm gonna go with the terrain radar on because we are close to the coastline, but there are some mountains there not very far away, and there is some terrain around the airport, so I can actually open it here on Sky Vector. Should be this one. Nope. Jesus. It's even lower. So it's right here. And we do have some high terrain, not very far from the airport, especially we are going to be landing from runway 11. We're going to be pointing straight towards the terrain, and the MSA, the green Mora here is 4,600 feet, so no jokes. So I will be flying with the terrain radar on. First officer is going to have the weather radar. We could actually switch it already, so we can get it. Oops, spell. Do I sound good? Alright, continuing. Our top of descent is in roughly 70 miles. And we're going to do the VNAV descent to save some fuel. Our arrival time is via Samba, and then from Samba we proceed to Blues, above 4,000 feet. And from Samba we go into the ILS runway 11. We already watched this approach when I opened the charts, so basically it's just a right hand turn to an 13 DME arc, and a left hand turn at Kadaz, which is the intermediate fix for the ILS approach. We intercepted the glide slope at TOGA at 2,500 feet, the only mandatory altitude we have right now, because until then at CADAT we have to be above 2,500 and then 2,500 at TOGA. Missed approach again, we turn left, climb to 4,000 feet via IME radial 037 to Blues, and we hold. If we got enough time, we're just going to proceed directly for the arc again. We're going to execute another approach. Alright, we'll alternate is Fukuoka, as I already told you guys. We should have enough fuel. We have an extra time of 25 minutes to do stuff, which is good. So that's brilliant. And our performance looks good. We're auto brake medium. No, this didn't happen. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Thank god Toliss has the autosave. X-Plane 11, man, I was not flying the no, I don't want the safe mode. Oh no. No, it's fine. We're going to load up quickly. All right, I'm going to talk through the chat right now. Ahatomer Vlad has been waiting for this moment. Yes, Ahad. Yes, I was waiting for that. If Cooler would not appear on the stream, I would send that to the Discord. By the way, if anybody can confirm that the link on the description actually works for the Discord server, please let me know. Yeah, we caught her. It's a her. Apparently, I can afford Air France to Japan now. Yeah, it's your entire airplane. ShayTP, welcome. You just arrived in a very funny situation. Okay, I'm gonna load in Tokyo again. Probably start it up. And we're gonna try the autosave for the Toliss. I hope it works. I hope it works. Virtual pilot, by the way, if you want to fly to somewhere interesting in Russia, I can really suggest Gorno-Altaysk. How do I know? A really beautiful airport looking like Magadan, but having not the longest runway and sometimes icy. Okay. Right. ShayTP, did you get your hands on the 777? Yes, I did. I'm still learning it a little bit. I mean, I mostly learned everything. It's an impressively easy airplane to operate. It has some differences from what I'm used to, but overall it's a mix between the 737. No, that would be a shame. It's not a mix between the 737. It's a mix between the 757 and the 747-8. Yeah, definitely. Or I would say it's like an upgraded 7.6, probably. Cooler, you landed at Fukuoka. Oh, you're flying right now. Nice. It's alright, guys. It happens. This is, by the way, I'm flying on the beta, so maybe it's because of the beta. So far, it's been working nicely, but crap happens. Virtual pilot, oh no, I had a problem with the internet, entered the stream again, and it was your fault, guys. It was virtual pilot's fault. ShayTP, heck yeah. Yeah, it's a great airplane. Cooler, I had the 777, but it gives me like 15 FPS. Really? I actually find the performance with the 777 amazing. Like, really good. Like, very good. And I just now noticed that I still have the arrival briefing screen. Oh my gosh. Alright, well. Totally fine. We should be back in the airplane. Let's hit the autosave. Autosaved situation, right? I think this is it. No! Was it off? No way. This can't be true. Oh no. No way I had the option to off. No way, I never switched it off. Oh no. Or maybe it's just because it loaded. Let's see, let's wait and see. Oh god. We got betrayed by the Toliss, maybe? JTP, only experience with the 777 I have is flight gear. That was my only experience with the 777 as well. It was my first airplane with flight gear because it was the default one. And it was quite a lot of fun. I think they did a decent job with it. I actually don't know if they upgraded it anymore. I confess that I downloaded flight gear recently. Recently is like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. But I failed to install it yet. But I really want to try it again, but because it's a free simulator. Oh no. What is this? Where are we? Ah, god damn it, man. Well, no, this is a completely different spot. So my options really are what? Ah, god damn it, man. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a new flight. I'm gonna start in Tokyo. I'm gonna take off. We're gonna climb. And I'm gonna go into the stream. I know what was our weight. I know because I can go into the stream. I can watch what was the fuel that we had. And then I will accelerate the time of it. And we're gonna see it. I never touched it as well, Virtual Pilot. I don't know what's going on with the Toliss lately, but it's giving me a hard time saving settings. Menus could just restart X-Plane, go to Toliss drop down after reloading the plane and go back to flight. Man, that's kind of what I did. I restarted already the sim and it didn't work. I wish X-Plane could let you load up a waypoint like on Microsoft. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, but it's fine. Okay, I've opened the live stream on my phone. Now I need to move this back, and this is the moment it kind of crashed. Here's me showing the picture to Puller. Here's me doing the briefing. Here's me showing the thing, and the fuel is 4,360. Our zero fuel weight, thanks to the plug-in, was 65.8 or 68.5? 68.5, I think. Let's see. 68.5, exactly. So let's do it. Let's do it really quick. Loading performance. We had 207 passengers. 68.5. We're gonna load this. I can set 6 tons of fuel, so we have a quick refueling. Let's go flaps 1, speed brakes armed. I'm gonna do this. Oh, sorry. This. Why we have this transponder, no idea. This is on, this is off, this is off, this is off, this is on, this is... Here we don't need the lights. Right now, we just want the flight plan, and I'm just gonna do RJ. We had ANA. Well, my sim brief profile is all botched now. Actually, not the sim brief profile, but the Volante profile is all totally cooked. So, what an annoying moment, man. What? Oh, yeah. Oscar Whiskey. ANA 725. I'm gonna do this as quickly as possible. RJ, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Last index was 12, I think. 360 at minus 42. I cannot set the weight, I don't really care. Flight plan departure 36 right. Backflow 3 alpha, none, insert. Then we had a couple of airways here. Just remove that screen there. Yeah, Vlad's Murphy Law on streams. I guess so. Yankee 18 to Yankee 143. Set. And this was to Samba. Gonna leave that, return, and that's good enough to me. What I wanted to do was to remove the discontinuity here. And let's go. Brakes are released. Test the takeoff config. I don't even care about speeds right now. Set 350. 360. Set any speed, full power. First is set. I don't know where did it say the status of this airplane, but it's all messed up. Don't care right now, just need to take off. 100 knots. Let's go. Positive climb here up. Alright, looking cool. Open climb. And let's go autopilot 1. Trust climb. Got switch the lights on. Alright, guys, you will let me cheat on this, but we're gonna proceed direct to whatever point there is, like intel. Proceed direct to, even if we go over Tokyo. So let me accelerate this. I really wanted to go around those. Heading SRS. Thrust climb. Yeah, I want you to keep going. First climb, open climb. Intel, direct. Open climb nav. Off we go. So we were 24 nautical miles from Lepgo. And Jesus. Speed check 50, speed brakes disarm, lights are off, seatbelt sign is gonna come off as well. Let's go green dot. Let it climb as quick as we can. I'm gonna push standard 1, 2, and 3 right now. And like this, and now I can do this. Now we need to recover it a little bit. Let me turn to backflow. So we get a nice straight line right over Tokyo, probably busting all kinds of restrictions. No, the QNH was not correct. And I had the auto brake to medium. We had all the METAR, all the stuff, doesn't matter right now. Let's just go to performance. I just removed the cruise. Copy active, secondary, activate secondary, so we can get into the cruise phase normally. Oh. Exactly, we should be in the climb. 10,000 lights are off. Okay, we are on the straight line. Let's put some 16 times ground speed. cover again. Let's give him 240 knots. Alright, we're gonna get there in a minute. Yep, this is complete cheat mode, guys. But it's the only way we can do it. I just don't know how could I go for the cruise now. So I really wanted to thinking, like, how could I reset it in the go around mode back to the cruise mode? Oh. And 725 0. This is all set. Secondary flight plan. Right now we're flying to Alber. From Alber, we are Yankee 18. Then to Yankee 143. Samba, return. This is good enough to me. Secondary flight plan, let me go heading pole. And activate secondary. Well, it's still on the go around. This makes no sense, man. It should go to the... Why is it on approach mode, man? It should be on the normal one. Alright, fine. I don't care. Right now, I don't care. Let's go. This. Via Samba, no transition. Insert. Fuel on board right now is wrong. That's fine. Let's advance the time. And maybe doing a direct to Alber would be a good idea. Yeah, 360 nav is set, that is all set. Okay, we're almost back to the normal state. Now, what was the waypoint that I told you? We were flying to Lepgo. We were 24 miles from Lepgo. 1025. Temperature was 7. Wind was 070 at 10. And the MDA was 384. Done. I don't care if it goes like this. Just give me full power and keep climbing like this. Excellent. Alright, bye-bye virtual pilot. SHTP, yep, we are Concorde now. probably behind the drag curve. That's why the airplane is having a hard time to accelerate. If I do managed climb, just climb, open climb, it doesn't have the managed, so VNAV is not active. It's fine to me. Yeah, that's approach speed. Don't even think about it. Get that speed up. That's a little bit better. Let's do it again. Plus 700 now. And these levels. Just do direct to let go. This way we can have a straight in. A trick to get out of this and go back to cruise. Oh, is this it? Yeah, this is it. We should be back on cruise now. If I go performance, yeah. Yes, it was. The trick was to reset the cruise level. God damn it! I got it. Let's accelerate this again. So I set now max speed, it's good. And there we go, leveling off. Finally. Why has the sync crashed? No idea. It just closed. Alt star, should be out cruise in a minute. Alright, let's pick up the weather. We were doing the briefing. So we're going to pick up from where we left. I want the METAR. I just want that one. And he printed me all the three. Of course. Come on, get it to speed. We'll get there eventually. We got it. So fuel at 2000, broken 3500. So if it's broken, probably we're gonna expect to use some anti-icing. I know I was using the terrain radar. First officer was using the weather radar, right? And I could accelerate the time now, just like this. And we were doing the briefing, so let's continue doing that, guys. I was talking about the missed approach and all that stuff, so that's exactly where we left. So, continue the briefing, like nothing happened. So in case of a missed approach, we're going to turn left, climb to 4,000 feet via IME radial 037 to Blues, and hold. And I said that if this happens, we have still like 25 minutes that what we had to do a second attempt, so we would probably just go directly to the DME arc and shoot another ILS approach. Now config and distance, you guys know that we had the right config. We did the calculation there, so it was all good. And you guys saw that it was all fine, so let's just confirm that this is all set. By the way, I'm wondering, why are the conditions here different from what the airplane is giving me? because this is worrying. I don't have the airport on the map yet. Alright, but we're gonna have to check that, because if I reset this and I put the weights or the values that the X-plane is giving me, that's a direct 8 knots crosswind. Not a big deal, but slightly less distance there. Nonetheless, it's gonna be flaps full, auto brake, medium max reverse, and possibly a backtrack. We're not overweight, and not expecting lost comms. Probably connecting back to that sim right now. Yep. I am back. Yeah, your Valanta overlay is all messed up. Sorry. So let me correct that real quick for you. This way, it's all good. Alright. We are now 111 miles. The airplane has stabilized speed, so I can go ahead and apply some... first things first, I need to set the fuel right. So fuel was 4.4 roughly. So let's do that. I'm going to do quick refueling. That's set. And now I'm going to really move the airplane very fast with the ground speed. 16 times the ground speed. So we're going to get there in no time. And we were 24 miles from Lepu. Of course, all of our clocks, everything is broken. So sorry for that. I was not expecting X-plane to crash today. But it happened. "45 miles to go, so almost there." Yeah, a little bit of oscillations there. And there we go, 24 miles. We have recovered the position. The fuel is almost to the kilo exactly what we had. So if I come here to performance, fuel prediction, now I know I made some changes. By the way, the briefing is complete. The briefing is complete. And if I go to the fuel and I check, because I know I've put some different values, or alternate was not 1.4, it was more than that. Never mind, it was 1.4, so that's correct. And final reserve is 1.3. We should get, it was 25 minutes. Maybe I've put alternate 1. Extra final reserve. What am I missing? Oh, I know what am I missing. I forgot to clear the discontinuity here. Now I go to fuel prediction. Still the same, final extra. Okay, it says we're gonna have more fuel than we had before. Fine. But the weight is the same, so I'm happy. Okay. God damn it, Toliss. First time you failed like this on me. Literally the first time. Alright. Okay. So we made all the checklists. Correction, we made all the briefings. We checked the weather, we rechecked that our approach is like it is. The METAR, at least for now, looks about the same. What I find weird is this situation right here. Auto brake too low. Well, yes. There we go. See, with this weather, if we put auto brake low, it doesn't allow us to go. So, it has to be medium. These conditions here are slightly different. Current conditions, wind is at, I guess this is what, 0 to 5 degrees. It's 0 to 5 degrees, 8 knots, good visibility, temperature 1 QNH 1021. Maybe that was an old METAR and the aerodrome is closed right now, that's my guess. And because it's closed right now, X-plane has to interpolate something. Anyways, we are back. And livery is looking amazing. and my sim is loading something, so it was lagging. It's looking great. You know what Toliss really have to do? They have to improve this. They have to improve the way the engine looks, because I got tired of installing the Carda mod, because every time there's a new update for the Toliss, Carda mod goes out of the window, and also it's not interchangeable, so you have to fly on the same airplane all the time, which is really annoying. And then you have to reload the entire airplane. So let's say you loaded the wrong airplane, you have to get out and load another one instead of just swapping the engines. Oh boy, that was a steep turn. At least it felt like. And so yeah, I got tired of it, so we've got default engines on board. They work just as fine, but slightly less beautiful. Oh, look at that opening in the clouds. Nice. Okay, 20 miles to go. I want to go to the prog page here. Flight plan. Ooh, no, performance. Yeah, performance here. Prog first page here. 35 miles to go to top and descent. Everything looks good. Seatbelt sign is off. The airplane seems to be fine. By the way, but it kept the old state of the engines. Interesting. Same crash flight not sound. Oh yeah, same with the Toliss. Every update you have to do all this stuff. Yeah, that is annoying. That is quite annoying. By the way, we are right inside of the jet stream. So let me actually put the seatbelt sign on already. A jet stream, or well, the wind that's considered the jet stream, is when it reaches above 60 knots. So right now it's 80 knots. So it is already considered the jet stream. But it only is written or drawn on the charts when it hits above 80 knots. So you guys remember, we had the jet stream on the charts. So totally right. I love this gap here in the clouds. Alright, we lost a bunch of time with this. Damn it, we should have been landing already. Murphy's Law. Oh, also, the settings have changed for X-Plane. Now I get this shadow, this jagged shadow again, so I need to apply the setting again for the shadow, so it will be sharp. That's annoying as well. Every time you go out of X-Plane, or you have a new update for X-Plane where they put a new setting in, you need to work for the shadows. Turn the chemtrails on to close the hole. Yeah. Alright, almost there. Man, I'm glad I took the decision to fly the Caravan tomorrow. Imagine if we would have needed, or if my plan would be to fly the Caravan today, it would be too much. It would be simply too much. Okay, so we've got 17 miles to go. I'm going to reset the altitude. I'm going to set 4,000 feet. That's the only altitude restriction we had. And let the airplane do its job. It looks great. Look at that bay. Wow. That's a big one. There's an airport there, but it's not really well loading. it looks like it's loading very slowly. Oh wow. Looks like there is aircraft carrier somewhere. Yeah, we can't see it. He's below the clouds. 10 miles to top of descent. With this headwind, man, I feel like we are way too early for descent. Like, way too early. The mandatory altitude, yeah, only here. Interesting. Well, let's see what the airplane does. We have 7 miles to go. Try landing on a carrier with the appropriate airplane, why not? And look at that, now it's loaded. Holy cow, that's a lot of buildings. And that looks like a nice airplane. Jesus, airport. 4 miles to go. I will hit the start descent button in a moment. Let's wait until it goes for 2 miles. And hit it. Now, descent. Because I've hit descent, before we reach top of descent, the airplane will assume a minus 1,000 feet per minute descent until we capture the profile. So that's actually very nice. And well done. 20 degrees there in the back cabin. Let's go for 22. And let's check this airport. Oh, it has a fighter jet. Ah, this is probably military. Yeah, it looks like this is a military airfield. Quite interesting to land. It's water from both sides. Oh, it's a little bit snowy even. Wow, okay. Look at that. Looks great. Wait, outside view. I want to take a picture of this, maybe. Kinda looks cool. Now I'll just appreciate the view. Right, so here we go. See the profile. Now the airplane is actually descending. So thrust is to idle, descent off. 400 knots on the ground speed. It is actually having a hard time to slow down. If you can see, the profile is going down lower and lower, and the airplane is having a hard time to catch it up. And if the wind speed actually decreases, it's going to be even more difficult. Let me see, how are we with fuel predictions? Fuel predictions? Yeah, still good. 45 minutes extra time. So just a small calculation that I forgot to do, which is very, very important, and I advise everybody to do it when you are flying a VATSIM or whatever, is you come to your OFP, come to your fuel page, and you see your alternate fuel. We're gonna round this up to 1,400, so 1.4. And your final reserve fuel is 1.2 here, so we could say 1.2 because we rounded that up. The alternate a little bit high, this one a little bit lower, so 2.6. Once we hit 2.6 on the fuel, let's say you are flying on VATSIM or you're doing something, I don't know, and you are approaching this amount of fuel, you have to take a decision. You either ignore your alternate and you are committed to land, or you would be possibly in a situation where you would have to declare a Mayday fuel, because that final reserve, that fuel, it is basically untouchable. You cannot touch that fuel because it's like literally a no-no. Look at that coast, by the way. It looks great. So it's always good for your situational awareness, because all of us here, we are all, okay, the wind speed has actually picked up, so that's good. And because it actually has picked up, we are back on the profile, still on mild thrust. Great. Because we're all flying here on the simulator single pilot airplanes, we are all captains, right? And it's your decision and responsibility to watch that out. So let's say we are now approaching whatever this, we are now approaching Masuda. It says that we're going to land with 3.6 tons of fuel. So I know that we have 2.6 is our minimum fuel to go to Fukuoka. Actually, it's giving me a 1.5 extra time here, interestingly, because by my calculations, it should be only 1 ton of extra time, so it will be even less than 43 minutes. And I know probably why is that, because he's doing this calculation based on the fact that our route from Masuda to Fukuoka is a straight line. So he's just looking at this as a straight line, and our flight plan does not account this as a straight line. It actually has a route. So it really helps out to have a situational awareness, like, okay, I just went around because, I don't know, there is fog, for example. How many fuel do I have left? You immediately have that 2.6 on your notes, and you look at your fuel, let's say it would be like 3.4. Okay, so 2.6 or 3.4 to 2.6 is 800 kilos. So I can spend 800 kilos of fuel trying to do something else. Alright, maybe I can do a hold. Maybe I can do another approach. 800 kilos is actually not much. Maybe you can do one-ish approach, because usually one go around burns about 400 kilos. So you could do maybe another attempt, and then it will be time to decide, like, okay, am I sure that the weather is going to be better than at my alternate? Because remember that your alternates are picked up depending on the weather as well. It's like it's fog here, I cannot land. Well, maybe don't bother and go immediately to your alternate. Or maybe not. Don't be that guy that lands with 500 kilos of fuel, because that's illegal. I mean, of course, you are in the sim, you can do whatever you want, but if you want to have a little bit of real world smell of things, definitely consider doing this kind of thing. And for example, I am a student pilot right now, I have to do it. And I felt a very big difference when I switched from the Tecnam 2002 to the Cessna 152, because the Tecnam can fly 1.5 hours more than the Cessna. So you immediately start accounting for all of that stuff, and it eats up your flying time. So there were probably, I mean, I don't know any case, but I'm pretty sure that definitely there were some people that were thinking of the planning like the Tecnam, like, yeah, we've got 6 hours of time on the airplane. I know that the last 2 hours should be like safety time, so I've got 4 hours of safe flying time. Well, on the Cessna, you only have 4.5 hours. So you really have to pay attention to that, and you have to account for winds, fuel consumption, all that stuff. For instance, the Tecnam, it has an auto lean valve, so basically you don't have a mixture lever, it does it automatically, and it's really cool because you just don't think about it. On the Cessna, if you are below 3,000 feet, the mixture by the manual has to be full rich, and if the mixture is full rich, then your fuel consumption is going to be significantly higher. And what if you planned your alternate that has a mandatory altitude of 1,500 feet, and all of a sudden you cannot plan the fuel consumption according to your cruise consumption. So there's a lot of things like these. And if you're wondering, let's say an ATC told you, like, okay, hold at whatever point, because there is like a lot of traffic or whatever, and you are not so sure how much time you can hold there before you need to decide. So let's say you enter the hold, you have 3.8 or 3.6 tons of fuel, right? You are your minimum fuel to go for your alternate and final reserve is 2.6, so you have 1 ton to spend. So let's say you save about 300 kilos to make the actual approach, and to account for some, I don't know, some spendings there or some vectoring. So you only have 700 kilos. How do you know how much time you can stay in the hold? You come here to the fuel flow and you immediately do the calculation. So we are now descending, so this is idle thrust. I imagine if we would be flying something at the green dot, we would be burning close to 2 tons per hour. So having 700 kilos, divide that by 2,000, and then we multiply that. Actually, we don't multiply that. God damn it, sorry, 0.35. It's 21 minutes. So 21 minutes you can stay in the hold before you need to divert. I'm gonna actually show you the calculator. I'm not sure if I have the scientific here, the right scientific, probably not. Do you guys know if there is any calculator app for on the browser? Maybe I put graphic calculator. Normal calculator by Google. The thing is, it doesn't show me the time button. I want the time button, which is like the degrees, and I don't see that. Normal calculator, let me search it. Normal calculator Google. Nah. To get a license for no way, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Where's the bloody degree number? Anyways, we're past flight level 140, so we need to switch to QNH. We need to remember to fly the plane, right? And let me just check the weather here through the map. QNH 1024, let's do that. 1024 once. 1024 twice. And 1024 3 times. Set, let's adjust that data on the approach page. 1024. And the temperature is 5 degrees, so a little bit less than what we had on the METAR. Wind 04018 knots. Lovely. So this is very interesting. 04018 knots. Are you kidding me? Air temperature is 5. QNH 1024. Compute. Auto brake medium. Alright, we can land there with this kind of weather. Ah, goddammit. Approach, charts, checklists. This is an approach checklist. So we've set the barrels, so barrels are set. 1, 2, and 3 times reading the same. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums 384 is set. Auto brake medium set. Engine mode selector is normal. Approach checklist is complete. 4,000 on the altitude. That's all good. I mean, I found almost what I want. I just simply wanted to show you. How can you do it? Because everybody has this type of calculator at their homes. So there is a very simple way to convert times. Why can I simply find it on the browser? This is to download, makes no sense. Anyways, approaching 10,000 feet. Daifuku, you are our only hope flight. Why do you say so? 10,000 feet, lights are on. LS push buttons are on because we're doing an ILS. And I've got the terrain radar. First officer has the weather radar on. So remember, if we need to go around, you can see there's a little bit of terrain. That probably will become red as we keep the descent. Miles to go. I'm thinking about engaging the approach phase in a bit. I'm gonna just check how the wind has changed. We had a pretty strong headwind on top of descent, and right now we are having a tailwind. And I love the way the clouds are looking. A very nice layer. Total air temperature right now is -2, so as soon as we're gonna get into those clouds, I'm gonna push for some engine anti-ice as briefed. And let's set the altitude to 2,500. Yeah, I want to activate the approach phase. Approach phase activated. Power to idle. Need to slow down this airplane. I mean, maybe a bit early, but as we get closer to that green dot is the minimum drag speed. And minimum drag means the airplane is very hard to slow down. Oh, here we go, entering clouds. Engine anti-ice on. And I would say cabin crew prepare for landing. Still don't get a calculator with degrees. Damn it. Anyway, disregard that. Maybe I'll make like a small video. Alright, there we are, the green dot. It looks good, 10 miles to go. We are in the clouds. Total air temperature is -2, so definitely into icing conditions. There's nobody there. Oops, see? Ice on the wings. Did you see the message? You saw it, I was not joking. Ice on wings. just as I briefed. Alright, let's go flaps 1. Speed is checked. Probably will require some speed brakes. Got some glide slope and localizer indicators there. Frequency is correct, 108.1. We are at 13 miles right now. See, this is what I was speaking. When you put flaps 1, the flaps 1 only puts slats. And slats actually increase your drag, increase your lift. So you're not even gaining any drag with the slats. So we're gonna have to help it out. So let me go here to 180. That's a pretty nice interception there. Let me go vertical speed minus 700. This way probably I won't require to do anything else. Could do even like 95. Minus 600 looks like a good speed. And we do an intercept from below. I wonder if I switch off the wing anti-ice, will it come back again? It's +1, so still within icing condition. Also speed is checked, flaps 2. Now we are safe in terms of whatever it will give us. And I'll go approach, cap 3 single. Let's go autopilot 1+2, cap 3 dual. Lock start. Miles away, looking good. Lock, we have captured the localizer. It's already 055, 28 knots. We had like, what, 18? It was 040 at 18. So it's gonna be a hell of a crosswind here. Approaching the glide path. Let's go 180 on the speed. The wing anti-ice back on. Oh yeah, look at this. It's probably light snow or light rain. Light rain. We confirm the QNH again, 1024. Checked. Light slope start. Manage speed. Light slope. Beautiful. Alright, go around altitude. 4,000 feet. I'd like to stabilize early. So as soon as we hear that 2,500, we're gonna put the gear down.
2,500.
Checked, gear down. Speed brakes armed. Lights are on. Speed is checked, laps 3. Checked, flaps 4. Actually, that was pretty fast. I could have waited a bit more. Probably. Was expecting. You see, this is. I came from the 777. The
2,000.
Checked. The 777 is really hard to slow down. Cabin check is on. Let's do landing checklist. Go around altitude is set 4,000 feet. Cabin crew is advised. We just did that. And ECA memo landing no blue. Landing check is complete. Okay, so this is a short runway. Yeah, it is a short runway. It looks like it's going to be wet, and we have a pretty significant crosswind from the left at 18 knots. So yeah. And you guys remember, if we go around left-hand turn by the radial, direct to loose and hold to 4,000 feet. Right, we broke through the clouds. I don't understand because I see some water particles, but I don't see them in the windows of the airplane. The runway is not in sight. +4 on the total air temperature. +2. I'm going to disengage the wing anti-ice now, so we can get a little bit of extra juice. Probably will continue with engine anti-ice. Let's just check
1,000.
quickly. Engine compute. Okay, looks like fine. 1,000 feet. We are stable. Yeah, the visibility is better. Okay, runway lights are in sight. Now I'm not going to play hero here. I'm going to wait a bit more with the autopilot. 2 whites, 2 reds. We are stable. Wind speed has decreased. Yeah, man, this is nothing, nothing close to what it was written on the METAR that we were expecting. Okay. Autopilot off. Cat 1.
500.
Checked. 21
100
knots.
above.
20 knots.
400. 300. Minimum
Continue.
200.
Oh boy. Those trees probably are not there.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Put it down. It breaks up. Reverses are green. Back to the center line. Manual braking.
Auto brake off.
That was a bit of a shitty landing, but for what it was fine. 70 knots. Reverses are away. I don't want to smoke the brakes because if this would be a real world flight, we would be going back to Tokyo in like 30 to 40 minutes. So let's just do a nice job of slowing down softly and vacating. Now, if X-plane will be lagging, that doesn't help very much to get a good sense of speed. All right, I'm gonna set the chrono for the turbine to cool down. Start your APU. Anti-ice off. Whoops. Whoops. Not the right key. A bit planted, but we are here. Yeah, it is supposed to be planted. Less than 2 kilometers of runway, wet runway, in a crosswind. I don't care about soft landings. Okay, disarm, speed brakes, flaps are up. Flap open. Brake fan on. Reset the flight directors. I'm gonna watch the replay of this one. Why are you bloody lagging? Bit of uphill here. Train can go off. Weather radar can go off. Come on, airplane. Move. I mean, right now I feel the effects of the wind. It's pretty strong. But it felt like a decent landing today. Transponder can go back to transponding. Clear on the right, very small ramp there. Any landing you can walk away is a good landing, that's true. Let's vacate here. I don't know why it lags so much, this kind of stuff. Strobes off. Normal light there. Got 2 minutes almost on the clock, so great. For shutdown. And straight ahead. Got the marshaller there. Runway turn off, taxi lights off. He knows we're going for them. Trust me, I know I don't require to go. Yeah, I knew it. Parking brake is set. 2 minutes on the turbine cooldown. Fantastic. We've got APU bleed on, and let's shut down the engines. Let's listen to that shutdown sound. Oh man, what a lovely sound. Seatbelt signs off. Fuel pumps off. Below 5% N1, beacon light is off. 2000 is set, that is set. Door can be unlocked. And there comes the jet bridge. Excellent. Parking checklist. Parking brake chunks is set, engines off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps are off. Parking checklist is complete. Alright, welcome everybody to, how is this called? Masuda. I can't remember the bloody name all the time. So what a mess of a flight this was. I mean, it was not a mess, it was just sad that it quit. Valenta says it's a minus 390 feet per minute. I do not believe it. But let's watch the replay actually. Let's watch what's what and see. So let me remove the Valenta overlay. We don't require it anymore. Set it for replay. Go back here. Alright, that's the backtrack. That's the backtrack still. There we go. Alright, maybe a little bit far. Okay, stop. Let me change views. Yeah, I think Valenta, I don't like Valenta because of that. I like because you can track your flight, you can actually see what you did, but I don't like the rating of the feet per minute. That makes no big sense to me. All right, let's see. Here we go. Man, look at those trees. It is actually pretty windy. It is pretty windy. Nah. 300 feet per minute, my ass. That was not minus 300 feet per minute. That was a bit of a wheelie up, but that was a decent one. No way that's minus 300. Let's watch again from a slightly different angle. No, that's a good landing, man. I'm happy with that one. 18 knots of wind? Are you kidding me? Man, I catched it right at the time. We always kept one wheel connected and then went the other one. That was good. That was actually good. Let's watch from the wing. That was great. That was actually great. You got my point. Oh, look at that. Iwami. So now I'm officially confused. Yeah, I could have used the auto brake medium and vacated immediately, but that's fine to me. All right, stop that. Remove the replay. Let's get back here. I don't know what's going on there with the ground services, but it's all right. Well, guys, for today, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, there we go. That guy just was late. I hope you enjoyed this this live stream, this short live stream from Tokyo to Iwami, as it looks. Masuda is the city. Maybe Iwami is the name of the airport. I really enjoyed this. Japan is beautiful. I think we need to fly more on it. I will be continuing to learning the 777 so we can fly to somewhere else here in Japan and enjoy a little bit of extra scenery. So, yeah, for now, that's about it. Contrary to what I usually do, tomorrow we will be flying again. This time on the Caravan, on the Cessna 208, and we're going to be flying to a very interesting airport that's located on a beach. You probably know about it. It's called Barra. It's located on an island in Scotland, and it will be very, very interesting. So guys, Sing Crash Flyer, don't be sad. I'll be back here tomorrow with you guys, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you very much for... Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the support and for being here. I love to chat with you. I mean, you guys see, I like to chat with you so much that I end up even getting distracted from the flight, which I find is a good thing. I mean, it's a good distraction. You guys are awesome. So, see you tomorrow. If you guys have any aircraft capable of going to Barrow, feel free to join me. And yeah, until then, have a nice weekend. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, and I will do a video about the time calculations. See ya. Till tomorrow.